Here are 15 tips, tricks and cool things I'm glad I've learnt but wish I knew a bit sooner for New Horizons. Really didn't know this, but you can throw items in the garbage. Handy for getting rid of junk items and any excess items you're carrying that you might not be able to sell, like fake artwork. Additionally, you can carry this as an item with you, so it's even more handy when you're on the go. You know what else you can carry? The storage shed. This is another lifesaver when it comes to collecting things on your island. Just place your storage shed where you can outside and you can just put stuff into it as you go to save on bag space. Or if your tools break, you can whip out some fresh ones on the go that you have stored so you don't have to go to the shop to buy more or craft them. Speaking of crafting, you can speed up crafting time by tapping A. This has been especially handy when crafting such things as fish food, as it takes a long enough time to collect manila clams as it is. Something else you can do by tapping A? Clapping! As of 2.0, you can clap at a KK concert. By simply tapping A, you can clap along with KK's performance each Saturday night. And the cool thing is, the rest of your audience will clap along too. Speaking of clapping, you can clap along with Cap'n and other emotes too. Or if his singing is getting too much for you, you can just mash the B button to make him stop and skip ahead. But why would you do that? Well, that's 5 in the bag. And speaking of bags, did you know if you stand behind a raised area and you can't see anything, just open your bag and the camera will shoot up and you can have a peek at what's behind there. If you have gyroids set up and they are starting to annoy you, you can just walk up to them and switch them off. Yep, I didn't know this. Speaking of gyroids, if you grab yourself a coffee from Brewster on 51 different days, he will give you your very own Brewstoid. If you buy 2 Mario Warp Pipes from Nook Shopping, you can use them as quick travel between 2 locations. A good example of this would be from your home to the resident services or to the shops, unless you live right next door to it, in which case that's just plain lazy. And speaking of lazy, if you lay down on any bed in your house, you will have the option to go to sleep and visit someone's island in a dream. You can either enter a code for a specific one, or you can visit a random one. This is a great way to get some inspiration for your own island. As we come to tip number 11, it's good to have a little stretch. With the group stretching on the plaza, this is a handy way of seeing who is visiting your island that day, specifically for ones like Celeste who may not be mentioned in Isabel's daily announcement. If you visit Red on Harv's Island, he will have 2 items for sale and will have the same items for the rest of the week. If you buy one, whether it's real or fake, this will free up a slot for the next day for a new item. If you have a second villager on your island, then buy both and get new stuff every day. Great tip to help complete your museum even faster. Talk to Sable every day in Mabel Sisters. She is very quiet but will eventually open up. Once you get talking to her every day, she will eventually give you more and more customization patterns for you to use. The birds on the bulletin board aren't just for show. They are there because there is a new message on the bulletin board for you to read. I usually just run past and accidentally frighten them away. I actually feel pretty horrible sometimes when I do that. This last one, while not recent, took me a while to learn, and that is that you can actually poop your food away. This is handy as you might accidentally break your rocks. For the longest time, I used to just log out and log in again and it would disappear. Get it? Log? Do you get it? Hopefully you may have learned something new here and there, but for now, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed and want to see more, be sure to like, subscribe and all that stuff. More content is on the way, so please check that out. Hopefully I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.